All right, we are live.
Okay, now is there a way that I can shoot this thing out so people can watch us?
Rich, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Unmute thyself, my friend. Still can't hear you.
Nope. Hangout technical difficulties.
Yay! I blame Sarah.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't
There we go.
do it.
Okay, cool. Hey, everybody. This is after the technical difficulties. This is an Indie Plus event, and we are going to be playing a game called Heroine, which is by Josh Jordan of Ginger Goat Press. This event upholds the Indie Plus community standards. To find out more about the standards, Google Indie Plus community standards. Please be aware that this event may include explicit and/or abusive language. Probably won't, but I'm just going to caveat because I've been talking to these players beforehand, and I'm just saying it's a possibility. I'm merely a player of companion, so I'm going to hand it off to our wonderful game master, narrator, and host, Jen Martin.
Thank you very much. Don't set me up or anything like that. I appreciate that. So we are playing Heroine. We have the lovely and talented Sarah Moore. Tell us about your heroine.
Oh, it's kind of a downer. So my heroine is named Molly, and she is 14 years old, and her mother just recently passed very quickly of brain tumor. And her father has sort of withdrawn, and so she's kind of lost in that area between childhood and adulthood, sort of trying to figure out where she is now that she's lost her matriarchal figure. But it's going to be fun, I promise.
It will.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be great. All right, Amanda, tell us about your companion.
She is a mechanical lady named Tessa. Doesn't really know where she comes from. But this Molly kid seems to really have quite, as I find it, a hot mess sort of a life, which gives her a lot of backstory, which makes her really interesting to me. So, just hang out with her for a while.
Sarah, your typing is loud.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right, Rich, tell us about your companion.
Hi, my name is Boston, and I'm a talking dog, which some people think is odd, but it's, what I've lived with my whole life. I'm really good at running. I'm quick and spry. Unfortunately, though, I have this thing called a metabolism, and it just means that I've got to take in a lot of food. So sometimes I get hungry, and so, what can you do? Buddy?
It'll be fine. It'll be great. Okay, so what we're going to do first is Sarah is going to set the scene and tell us about a normal day in Molly's life. You choose to narrate a conflict of some kind, and then I will step in and whisk you away to a magical land.
Okay.
So,
great. I think Molly spends a lot of her time kind of alone right now. So she is at the park, and she has brought maybe a book with her, and she is sort of sitting on the swings. She used to come here a lot with her friends prior to what she sort of sees as the turning point for her prior to her mom's death. And so she's sitting on the swings with her book. She's not really reading it. She's just sort of staring off in space. And I would say a conflict, yes?
mm-hmm.
I think a boy that she has a big crush on comes up and kind of tries to avoid her, but she catches his eye and attempts to chat with him. Maybe.
What do you guys talk about? Or do you not talk? Is it like that awkward silence?
Awkward 14-minute silence. I think she asks him what's going on at school and how like the team is doing. I think she hasn't been back to she used to play sports and she hasn't kind of been back really since then. And she asks for some, and he's really sort of cagey about the whole thing. He doesn't know how to talk to her, and she feels highly uncomfortable because she wants to be included, but she also feels very.
But they don't really know how to include you right now because
Correct.
you're grieving, and they don't really know how to handle that, and they're kind of treating you with kid gloves.
Right.
But they can't be mean to you because that would be super terrible.
Right. I think they're all kind of afraid she's going to break all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would just break down into tears constantly. So it's kind of, what do you do?
Yeah.
Wait, is there? I need to keep going. Is there more?
Well, ideally we would get to a conflict, but I can get us there. That's fine.
Okay.
So, he's sort of, he's like being cagey, and he's not really like answering your questions about how people are doing, and he's just sort of like, well, how are you? You know, we haven't seen you in forever. We're really worried about you. You're not playing soccer anymore.
Here's a question. Are we narrating this like a book, or is this in character speaking?
Your preference.
Okay. I'm okay. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been trying to maybe, help my dad out at home and learn how to cook some stuff. I found one of my mom's old cookbooks, and so I've been trying to make stuff that she made. But it never turns out right. So, but I'm okay.
You know that our friend, Stacy, she kind of took over your position in soccer because you stopped coming to practice.
Oh.
She seems really cool. We went out on a date the other night.
Oh.
Date. 14-year-olds don't say date. Sorry.
That's all right. We went out. What did you do?
We went to see a movie.
And I bet that was fun.
I think I might ask her to the dance.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of forgot the dance was coming up. When is that happening?
Oh, it's like 2 days from now. It's like Friday.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of hoping.
Do you think maybe you could ask her for me?
Oh. Yeah.
That would be so great. I would owe you so much. That would be awesome of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yep. I can do that. That's just what I need. That's perfect.
Okay. Well, make sure to ask her tomorrow because tomorrow's Thursday and that's like the last day almost.
I will call her. If I don't see her at school, I'll yes. And then I'll have her call you.
Thank you so much. I owe you big time. You're such a great friend.
Yep. Mm.
And then he goes off and leaves you all alone in the park.
That's like the saddest.
Good God.
Oh, poor Molly. Okay.
So, but Molly, at this point, you see kind of a black and white furry thing running around towards the trees.
Oh. I'm gonna follow it.
I'm glad.
Any distraction from boy crush that wants to date my friend who took over my position. All right, so I'm a chase after it.
Okay, so you find yourself, you're running deeper and deeper into the forest, and it's starting to look not so familiar. Like the trees are different trees, and that bird doesn't. Is it purple? That's not right. So you kind of look around, and you don't really know where you are.
Do I still see the little furry thing?
Rich, you tell me.
Yes, in fact you do, because I realize that you're stalking me. So I've hid behind a fuzzy bush until you came along, and I've jumped out. Unfortunately, you're bigger than I thought.
I am. Oh, look at this little puppy. Are you lost? I think that I might be lost too. But
Well, I was lost, but now I'm home. What? Are you lost? What's your
you
name?
are talking.
You're very observant.
It might take a second. Dogs don't talk.
I beg to differ.
Great, that's great. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just roll with it because my life is weird. All right, talking dog.
You can call me Boston. That's my name.
Boston. Sure, that sounds great. I'm Molly.
Hello, Molly.
Hi. Here's the deal. I should probably get home because I have to ask out a boy I like for my friend. You know what? I don't need to get home. Would you like a snack?
Yes, I
Yes.
would very much like a snack.
Great. Let's see what I have. I am going to say that I had like some fruit in my pocket. Is that all right?
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out maybe like a little bag of carrots and an apple. This is what I have. Which one would you like? And I will have the other.
I would like a carrot.
Okay. So I'm just gonna plop down on the ground, cross-legged, and I'm gonna open the bag of carrots and put it in front of Boston, and I'm gonna start munching on the apple.
Sounds good. Boston, tell me something in the other world that you are afraid of.
Well, I don't normally tell people this or other dogs, but it's cats.
Cats. Interesting.
Listen, they are not very nice. They have a very mean disposition, and they're
They're
quite
bigger than
insulting.
you. Yeah. They're
That is
bigger than
also
you.
a factor. The size factor. I was going with a personality dislike, but yes, the size.
All right. Okay, Amanda, you can jump in anytime you want as a companion, but you don't have to come in this first scene if you don't want to. So now I'm going to talk about the rules because there's actual rules. We're going to run this. I know they're not too bad though. I run scenes like they're called chapters. We will get you to a point where I am presenting the heroine with a challenge, and she has to decide if she wants to try and be successful at it and not be brave, or be brave and maybe not succeed, or take a chance and possibly be brave and successful, but also possibly not at either of those things. The companions, before the heroine completes her challenge, the companions can either help her, which will give her a +2 or 1, depending upon which companion it is, or they can get in trouble, which makes life more difficult for the heroine and can give her a -2 or a -1. Oh, drama points. I forgot about that thing. That's an important thing. Okay. So, hypothetically, there are 14 drama points in the drama pool at any given time. Sarah, ignore this. The heroine does nothing with drama points. You don't have to remember anything. Right.
Listen, I was told that there was not a great deal of math involved in this game.
Well, like if you're at a regular table, you could just like use stones or something, but I completely failed to come up with a better solution for a hangout for this, so.
Do you want to keep track of it with the counter on Dice Stream?
Ooh.
I was just going to do it on paper because it's
Well, that's
easier
good.
for me
you
to
know.
just do that thing.
Sure.
So Rich and Amanda both start out with 1. I start out with none. You when I say you, the companions have to spend a drama point to help the heroine, and they receive drama points by getting her in trouble.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. They make your life more difficult, which is totally a thing. Sorry. Okay. They can also helping or getting the heroine in trouble. Oh my gosh, we have like crazy. Oh, that's better. Helping the heroine or getting her in trouble happen before the heroine resolves her be brave or successful role. Another thing that a companion can do is remember a way out. So if the heroine fails, the companion can spend 2 drama points to be like, oh wait, no, we can go that way. And then some of that failure is mitigated. Let's see here. Oh, I meant to ask you guys about what kind of tone you want to go for. Like, how dark of a forest do you want this to be? You want it to be PG forest? You want it to be not PG forest? And when I say forest, I mean just Otherworld in general. Thoughts?
I'm for whatever.
Okay.
I'll go where you take us.
All right.
Narrator.
Okay.
It's all up to you, Jen.
Fantastic. Rocks fall, everyone dies. No, just
Well, that was a
And
short game.
Thanks
Yeah.
for checking out Heroine. Bye.
All right, so you guys are sitting on the ground in a weird forest, sharing carrots with the talking dog, as you do. Mm-hmm.
I think she thinks maybe she's lost it. Maybe she's a little
Probably.
crazy.
I mean, that would be simpler. That would be the more likely explanation.
right, like she's having some
Mhm.
sort of like dissociative break because of her mother passing. Like I think she's just like, oh.
Yeah, totally. So you guys are sitting there, and all of a sudden you kind of start, like the ground starts shaking a little bit. Like maybe it's an earthquake. I don't know. Could be. Might be something else. Starts getting a little bit stronger. If you had like a glass of water, it would be like vibrating.
So Boston, is this
Yes, Molly.
normal? Is this something that happens here?
In the forest? The carrots? The young
With
girl? No.
The thumping and the shaking.
Oh, that's probably a giant.
Giants.
Might be a nice one.
Should we?
I mean, there's never been a nice giant before, but this one might be nice.
Should we run away from that? Is it gonna eat us?
Are you fast?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I yes.
Well, we should probably start now, but I'm
Okay.
almost done with the carrots, so just a moment.
Oh, great. Okay. I think I'm gonna get up and sort of be impatient, but I don't know where to run to.
That's
so I
true.
have to trust
That is a
this.
problem.
So I'm
You
just
can't, you
gonna
can't really tell where the shaking's coming from because it's kind of all around you.
right.
And like the leaves of the trees are like, there's leaves falling off branches and.
Great. I'm gonna clutch my book and the rest of my apple because who knows? Those might be useful.
It could be.
And just wait. Anytime now, Boston, if you wanna.
Okay,
Carrots with
you
us.
can carry the rest of the carrots, can't you, in
Okay.
your pocket?
Sure.
It's getting very violent shaking now. Like you think maybe the thing is behind that tree.
Oh, I would like to go away from it.
You can see it? Oh, well, I'll follow her. That's a good idea.
I'm going to dash off in what I think is the correct direction, away from the shaking.
Away from the scary giant. All right, you get away from the giant, right? Like you're running and running and running,
Running.
and the shaking just stops. What was that about?
Oh, well, that was excellent.
And you kind of get to like a clearing, and there's like a little bridge,
Okay.
little stone bridge, and there's a creek underneath, and there's like a little child sitting on the edge of the bridge fishing. You think it's a child. It's child-sized, anyway.
So Boston.
Yes, Molly.
Do you think I should go talk to said child person thing? Or is it better to just sort of steer clear of people here?
Well, I think talking to him should be interesting. I'm not worried. You can run very fast. I've seen that. So if need be, we'll run.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if maybe he knows how to get back out of the forest, so I can go home. So I'm going to approach cautiously. Excuse me, is it a? Can I tell if it's a boy or a girl?
You kind of can't tell. It's might be a boy, might be a girl. They are young.
Like younger than I am?
Yes.
Great.
Like 8.
Hey! Person, friend, hi! You're fishing, huh? That's cool. Do you know how
You're
I
not
can...
from here, are you? I haven't seen you here before.
Right.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just trying to get out of the forest. It's a big forest. There's this dog, this talking dog. Which is, it's weird. But listen, I came here, sort of by accident. I followed a dog. I know it sounds crazy. I was hoping that if you could just point me in the right direction, and then I could get out of the forest, I could go back home. And, but I seem to be sort of turned around. So if you could just sort of, which way do you think?
Sure, absolutely. And she points the way that you just came. That's the way back. Right there.
Let's just hypothetically say that I can't go that direction because there's a giant that wants to eat me. Is there another way out of the forest?
Well, you can take the bridge, but that's the long way.
But it will not have a giant on it that wants to eat me?
Absolutely. The giants never cross the stream.
Oh, good. That seems good.
Totally giant free zone over there.
Perfect. And so I just cross the bridge, and then do I just keep going straight, or how am I gonna?
Boston, what are you doing? You crossing the bridge too?
Are there trolls?
Well, not this bridge. You know
then
that.
yes, sure. I'll cross the bridge.
This bridge is totally toll-free. Troll-free. So you guys get to the edge of the bridge, and as soon as your feet step from the stone to the grass, you look around, and it's winter. And you look back, and it's winter back there too.
You look cold.
I am snowing suddenly. Your seasons change very quickly here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe I should get to some shelter because it's cold outside and I'm not dressed for this. Is there some place?
I'm quite warm, so if you want to hold me and pet me, I will keep you warmer.
Well, that's very generous of you. Okay. I'll pick up Boston and sort of huddle around him. And can you tell me where to go so that I can any place indoors? Is there houses or cottages or?
Yes, well, we're just this is a small dirt road. Let's just follow this road, and I'm sure that someone lives here.
Have you been to someone's house here?
No.
Okay.
But who else? Why else would there be a road? You don't build roads randomly, and it looks like it's not in disuse. So I would assume that someone lives on the road. And look, it's not giant-sized. So
That's true.
logically, we should walk down the road until it forks. And when it forks, that means that someone lives nearby.
I think the cold is probably getting to her brain, so she just agrees.
Okay. And like weirdly, like 2 minutes after you start walking, you come to a fork in the road.
Kate.
And it's weird because like in the middle, like you got the fork, and in the middle part, there's a little cottage. And you can tell that there's a fireplace and there's smoke curling up out of the chimney, and it's a cute little cottage.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
She had to put me down for that.
Yeah, she did.
No?
No?
You're a small dog. I'm still snuggling you. You're my warmth. I'm not putting you down.
Well, you know, I'm selfless.
Yes, it's very good.
You're a giver. Amanda, would you like to be the resident of the cottage? You don't have to say yes. Okay, fantastic. Yay!
I knocked on your door. Let me in. It's so cold. Hold on, Sam.
Hi. Hi.
It's very cold outside. Do you think I could just step inside and warm up for a minute?
Sure.
Well, I need to let you know this is a robot person. It's not a person like you, just so you know.
Yeah, well...
Probably not going to be very warm in there.
But she said there was a fireplace.
There's a fireplace.
Oh, then it is going to be warm.
Mm-hmm. Like, uncomfortably warm, almost.
Uncomfortably warm. Great.
Mm-hmm.
It'll only take me a second to warm up. So you are a robot. That's great. You lived here a long time, have you?
I think so. Felt like a long time. Do you want something to drink? Or
yeah, what do you have? Do you have something?
Yeah, WD-40.
Oh.
I mean, I just bought it. It's really fresh. It's great.
What about, like, water?
Water. I mean, you could try the sink. I haven't really used it in a long time. So
okay.
Give that a go.
Okay. So here's something I'm going to ask that you might not be able to help with. But do you have like a blanket or like a cloak, something I could put on when I go back out in the weather?
I might. Let me go check in on my closet.
Great.
I'm gonna go check the closet. There's a lot of clanging.
When Tessa goes to check her closet, you guys hear a knock at the door. Just a little one, a little like knock, knock, knock. A very polite knock, in fact.
Tessa, there's somebody at the door. Should they?
Oh, the door handle is very high up, so I really can't help there. I'll check out the cabinets. There might be some food for you to eat.
Sure, thanks. I'm just gonna open the door.
There's not a person there, but there's an envelope that appears to be floating right in front of you, and it has your name on it.
My name?
It says Molly.
Okay. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it.
It's from the Queen. You are cordially invited to dinner tonight. In fact, you are so cordially invited that an escort will be provided.
Oh. Okay.
Just sit tight here and we'll be right there.
Great. Hey,
Mhm.
Boston. What do you know about the Queen?
Oh, the queen is not a dog.
Oh, great. Is she a robot?
No.
No. Okay. Is she a person like me? Maybe.
She is, but she's much older and
Right.
taller.
Sure. Well, I apparently am invited to dinner with her.
That sounds amazing.
Sure. Um, somebody's gonna come and get me,
There
and
is no food here.
right, I bet there's maybe food and warmth, and maybe she can tell me how to get back home.
Seems legit.
I'm
Just
good
seems
with the
like
food. You had me at
I found a
food.
blanket. It's kind of dusty, but I think it'll do. Yeah. Ooh, what you got there?
I was invited to dinner with the Queen. Do you know anything about the Queen?
Sure. I think.
Tessa, you know that anyone who eats dinner with the queen never leaves the castle. Ever.
I know that. You should probably not go.
Oh. Well, she's sending somebody to get me here.
You hear like
now.
metal clanking, like suits of armor coming.
It's
Okay.
Is there a back way out?
Yes, there is. I'm gonna go
Okay.
with you. I think we should all go together.
Great. I'm going to scoop up Boston.
Why are we leaving? These metal men could be using armor to keep themselves warm.
That's actually not how metal works.
I would know that.
So
Yeah.
at this point, I would like Tessa and Boston to tell me if they are helping Molly or getting in trouble.
Doesn't seem like Boston's helping.
I'm gonna try to help.
The
That's what I'll do.
queen offered dinner, and I was invited, and then something is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that this could be our escort. So is
So-
that getting in trouble? I don't think so. I'm just
Uh,
helping.
But I want
It
to
doesn't,
leave.
it doesn't sound like helping, though, Boston.
Boston
It
thinks
sounds
he's
like
helping.
yeah, he thinks he's helping.
I guess I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I really think that's a perception thing.
Hey, Boston, let's help this way.
Let's help in the
Because I have a
direction
dinner.
of the bacon.
Bacon.
Exactly.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So Amanda and Rich, please roll me 2d6 if you can on the dice stream so that we all can see it.
Click, click.
Fine.
Crumbs.
What is that,
I've
Amanda?
rolled-
I'm sorry.
Total of 6.
Total
5
of
and 1.
6. Okay.
And I have rolled a total of 9.
Okay. Happy fun times. This is where I have to remember the rules. La la la.
On
Okay.
an 8 or lower,
Thank you.
gain 3 drama points and give the heroine a penalty to her roll during this challenge. So it looks like you want to roll low?
Hang on a second. If you, do you have to roll when you help the heroine? No, maybe
says-
you don't have to
Yeah,
roll.
you
only,
spend
I'm
a
sorry.
you spend a drama point. Heroine player receives a bonus to
So
a challenge roll.
Amanda spends 1 drama point. She now has none. Molly is right now +2 to her roll.
Okay.
What did you, Rich? What did you roll?
I rolled a 9, and then the narrator gains that drama point that the companion spent to help the heroine.
Yeah. You rolled a 9. So you
I
get
don't.
sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You go. Shut up.
You get 2 drama points, and your getting her in trouble doesn't really get her in trouble.
That's excellent because I get a benefit, but I didn't screw anything up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because
Roll
he's
high
so
for me.
small and I'm carrying him.
That's true.
I've scooped him up
I did not fight this.
into that because I'm warm.
Okay.
Should I roll?
You should, except first you should tell me if you are trying to be successful. So if you roll under that, will always succeed, but it's a question of whether or not you're brave in doing it. If you want to be brave, you will always be brave, but you may or may not succeed. If you want to take a chance, you can roll, and you might be both, but you might be neither.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Excellent. So you
why
roll 2d6. You have +2 to this.
Bam!
Bam!
I rolled a 9.
So you are both. So explain to me how you are both brave and successful in evading the armor-plated knights coming to collect you.
So I scoop up Boston, and I have Tessa show me the back door, and we slip out the back and are able to sort of skirt around them and to throw them off the scent. I would say we distract them by I'm able to throw something that she has behind the house, and it hits a tree on the other side, and they go that direction, so we can dash out.
I think it doesn't hit a tree. I think it hits one of the knights that was hiding in the back of the house.
Yeah,
you knock him over.
In the face.
Yeah, because you're so brave. You just threw it right at him.
Right in his face.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you mess with me. You send me floating letters, I'm gonna hit you in the face.
Totally.
Quote
All right. So, officially, this would be the end of the first chapter. When I run this game, I don't do it as structured usually, because it's kind of like, well, we just go to the next thing, right?
Sure.
So yeah. Also, feel free to tell me if there are any specific scenes that you want to play, like, you know, in a fancy dress, in a dream, in a ball with David Bowie. That's cool.
Always.
Okay. So, you were invited to dinner with the Queen, and you opted not to take her up on her invitation for some weird reason.
Well, because I want to eventually go home, and they said I never can leave if I do that.
Well, that's the reputation she has. She might let you leave. Maybe she's a nice queen. You don't know.
I've read a lot of books.
Mm-hmm.
Most queens, not so nice.
Not so much. Yeah.
So, now I'm wondering if maybe Tessa knows how I can get back home, since we've evaded the nights.
Uh-huh.
What do you think, Tessa? Do you know how to get home? I'd like to go get back home.
There are 2 ways. There's
Okay.
a short way, back through over the bridge, and back to the forest. We can do that.
I think there's a giant over there.
Okay, so how about the long way?
Okay.
Let's just go this way, shall we?
Yes. So are you gonna lead? Can we follow you?
Yeah. Come along.
Hey, Boston, you think you can walk now, or
Is it snowy?
is it snowy?
Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like,
I'll
is
walk.
Is it up to his, like, is he, like, plowing through because he's so little?
Yeah, there's maybe like an inch of snow on the ground, but he's so short that, like, yeah, his paws are getting all snowy and cold and stuff.
Oh.
It's not that cold, but
So feet sticking up.
They're made to booty.
All right.
I'm a little disappointed, Molly. I thought you wanted to talk to the Queen, and I don't understand, other than standing out here in the cold, why you got cold feet. And
Well, but Tessa said that anyone that eats at the palace never gets to leave. And I couldn't leave my dad alone forever.
oh, I thought you just had a not boyfriend to ask out for someone else.
No, my dad it's just me and my dad left, and I don't want to leave him alone.
Do you have a dad?
I have a dad.
That's nice.
Yeah. I used to have a mom, but she died, and now it's just me and my dad, and I think I probably need to go back and make sure he's okay.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah, but there's a giant, and
Yeah, let's go.
there was a little guy fishing off the bridge, and then you're a robot, and this dog talks, and there were knights in armor, and I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable with this whole situation.
So where are you from?
Well, I go to Highland Junior High. Gonna be a high school next year. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Junior highlight.
What?
What's junior highlight? I didn't go. I don't think I went to school.
Well, there's a lot of boys, and some of them are very cute, but they show you that they like you by punching you and pulling your hair, which I'm not super excited about. And then there's a lot of girls, and they're also, sometimes they're nice to you, and sometimes they're not. But you have to sit in classrooms for a long time and learn a bunch of stuff. It could
That
be
sounds
good.
pretty awesome. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, I used to be on the soccer team. I used to play soccer. That was really fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. Have you ever played soccer?
No.
Do you know what that is?
No, but I can learn.
Boston, do you know what soccer is? I bet you would love it because there's a ball involved.
That does sound interesting.
Is there something that can be a ball around here?
Yes, absolutely. There can be a tree that has branches that have like sort of round, rolly wood things.
Yes!
Sure.
Of course you can. Round, rolly wood thing.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go get one. Okay, so this is about the size of a soccer ball, and you have to pass it between your teammates, and you have to try to keep it away from the other team, and you have to try to get it into the goal at the end of the field. So I'm gonna put it on the ground and sort of kick it toward Tessa. See what happens with that.
Boston, what do you do? Somebody's rolling a ball in front of your face.
I'm going to tackle it.
Yeah, but you gotta keep it moving, Boston. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Is Boston doing that dog thing where he like clamps onto it and then like shakes it?
Yes, that's a native instinct. And
Okay, but you gotta keep it going, Boston. Give it back. Give it back. Just sort of get onto it and.
So wait, you're supposed to catch it with your mouth?
No, definitely not. Catch it with your mouth. You're actually not allowed to use your hands, or I mean, I guess in the rules you can't use.
That's not a problem for me.
You can only use your feet. Give me the ball back, Boston. Give me the ball. Give it.
There you
Wait,
go.
I can get it. Oh. Okay.
I'll scamper back now.
Well, Tessa, keep leading us on, and we can be passing the ball back and forth, and you'll probably get better at it the more you do it.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's go this way.
Okay.
So you guys walk for a little while, and there's forest and snow, and the trees maybe thin out a little bit, but you're still in the forest, and you're walking, and you kind of come up, and you see this guy, like sitting by the side of the road. He's like sharpening and something, a knife maybe.
Oh,
Oh, hello, he says.
hi. Who are you?
Oh, sorry. This looks bad. He puts the knife away. I won't hurt
Okay.
you. I promise.
Great. I'm Molly, and this is Tessa and Boston. And we're just traveling through. Do you know where we might be able to stop soon and get something to eat?
Well, not really. I mean, the path in this forest, you're almost out, but then it's a little ways away before the town. I'm surprised you didn't stop at the cottage.
We we stopped at the cottage. It's Tessa's cottage.
Oh, hi, Tessa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Oh, sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Robert. He looks like a huntsman, right? Like he's got the knife and he's got like the kind of rough and tumble clothes and the vest and stuff. So, where are you going?
Do we trust him? Does he look like?
He doesn't
He's
look
not a
like
giant.
he's about to kill you, and he's not a giant, and he's not wearing armor.
That's all good things. I'm actually I'm just trying to get home, so I'm just trying to get out of the forest. So we're just traveling through.
Where's home?
I think pretty far from here. But you know, my first objective just want to get out of the forest. So that's my plan. And Tessa said that if
those
we keep
knights
going
coming
this,
after you? Were the knights coming to get you?
no. What nights?
Did you get an invitation from the queen?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. Right,
Some other
Boston?
girl then, huh?
If she did get an invitation from the queen, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? I've heard dinner is involved.
Boston?
Well, yes, certainly dinner is involved. I suppose it good thing or a bad thing depends on opinion. I mean, the queen does like people to stay with her, but you live in a castle and never want for anything ever in your entire rest of your life. I wouldn't call that bad.
Yeah,
But
that sounds good.
but then you can't ever leave
Why would you want to?
because I have to get home.
Oh. Well, did you try over the bridge?
Yeah, there's a giant.
Oh, no, I heard the giants went, they all left. I'm sure you didn't see a giant. Nobody's seen a giant in 10 years.
Well, but there was big earthquakey steps and everything shook and things fell out of trees and it was big and loud and scary.
So you assume giant over earthquake? I mean,
I'm from the Midwest. We don't really have a lot of earthquakes. Guess I don't really know what one feels
You're
like.
from the middle of a direction?
what's a Midwest?
This, look, I just need to get out of the forest. So, do I keep going this direction?
Well, sure.
This way?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Ooh, Robert, I have a question. If Molly's father comes to the castle with the queen, will he want for nothing and get to eat all the time as well?
Absolutely.
I think we have your solution.
Well, but how am I going to get to him to bring him here? And I don't even know that I want to bring him here. Just hey, I mean, this place is kind of weird. It's got floating envelopes and talking dogs and robots and guys with big knives, which, to be fair, I think are probably at home too, the guys with big knives, not the robots. But I don't know that I want to bring him here without sort of maybe getting the lay of the land. We probably shouldn't stay in one spot for too long.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
All
going.
right. Well, sue yourself. I mean, if you were the person who got the invitation from the queen, I was going to help you and take you to the castle the way that you might want to go, because the knights would take you in through the front entrance, and going through the front entrance means passing through the part of the forest that has the unicorns in it, and you do not.
Unicorns?
No. They are mean, terrible beasts. You do
But-
not want to go there.
But unicorns are so pretty, and all of the stories about them are so nice.
What stories are you talking about?
All the ones in the fairy tales that I've read growing up.
Don't say the F word. We don't talk about them like that.
What,
They hate that word.
who does?
The fair folk. Don't say the other word.
Okay.
You do not want to piss one of them off.
Right, okay, sorry. In the stories that I read, that are not gonna talk about, I guess, the unicorns are good, and they're pure, and they are nice, and they help people, and you can ride on them.
Ugh. I don't know where you come from, but our unicorns are not nice, and if you try and ride one, it might actually kill you.
So,
I mean, you're welcome to go that way, obviously. And you can go meet the unicorn, and maybe it will grant you a wish. I'm going to go this way.
well, wait a minute. Tessa, I thought you said this was the way you know about the unicorns?
Yeah, but they never bothered me.
But honey, you're made of metal.
She has a point.
So do the unicorns.
My cousin was skewered by it.
You're not made of metal, are you?
No, I'm quite squishy. So Robert, what? I have to go to the palace to get out?
No, you don't. You don't have to. But you've probably. I mean, maybe the people who eat dinner with the queen, maybe she sends them home. I don't know. They don't come back to the forest. I mean, she is a wonderful queen.
She is?
She is. Boston, you know about her. Tell Molly about the wonderful queen.
Dinner.
Yes, I know you're hungry, Boston, but what about the queen? Is she nice? Is she gonna lock me
Typical
up?
Queen. Well, it's probably, maybe, but if she likes you, it's what queens do.
Right.
Better to just take the dinner and run.
That's Boston's motto.
I think your stomach is talking now instead.
You
All
might
right.
not be able to run once you have your dinner. I've never been invited. I've just heard stories. Of course, I don't really eat dinner.
Right, because you don't eat.
Not really.
Well, I'm gonna let the dice decide. And if I roll even, we're gonna go to the, damn it. All right, guess we're going to the palace.
Yay, palace. All right, so Robert the Huntsman is like, so you're gonna come the not unicorn way then.
I guess not.
Okay.
What did they do to you, the unicorns?
Well, they stab you with their horns,
Oh.
and then they eat you.
Oh.
I told you they're not nice things. They're animals.
Yeah, I guess I've never really been that appetizing to them.
I think you're very pretty.
Oh, you do?
Yes, but I don't want to eat you because you're made of metal.
Mm-hmm. I get that a lot.
That's a good thing.
So Robert walks you guys out of the forest. And you see like fields and farms, right? Typical, you know. Like maybe the crops are a little like weird looking but it's totally fine, right? Yeah.
But I'm definitely not back.
Oh, definitely not back. No. Because you kind of see this like village in the distance, maybe not terribly distant. Like you can get to it, but it's going to take you maybe an hour or two to walk there. And you're kind of starting to wonder, like, maybe you should have taken that escort because you don't see a castle, do you?
Mm-mm.
No.
Robert,
Yes, Molly.
how long do you think it will be until we arrive at the castle?
Well, first we have to go to the village, and after the village, then we can go to the castle.
Okay. Still a little cold, and I think if Boston doesn't eat soon, that he's going to complain nonstop.
I could die.
You're not gonna die.
I could.
No. It's only been like an hour.
I
I
have
mean,
crazy metabolism because I'm always active.
I'm gonna
Well,
give him a carrot. I still
oh,
have some other carrots.
I'll eat the carrot then. That's
You
good.
eat this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um. So, like in the village, maybe we can get me like a cloak,
Oh,
something
sure.
to keep me
Absolutely.
warm.
Mhm.
And is
Some
there
more food here for your crazy appetite friend?
right? And I wouldn't mind something to eat. And maybe is there a faster way to get to the castle from the village? Like, can we rent a car?
What's a car?
Um, Probably don't have cars here.
Is it like a carriage?
Yes, it's like that. Only you don't need horses. So
That's ridiculous.
right.
You
That's
wouldn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
right. That's the ridiculous thing.
Mhm.
Right. So a carriage then. Is there a
Yeah, sure, absolutely. There's probably a carriage at the village. Sure. He seems kind of sketchy about this.
Why are we? What's the problem, Robert?
Well, I didn't want to tell you this, but I'm not really taking you to the castle.
Great. Where are you taking me?
Well, to the village.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
at the village?
Well, okay, so we've been having this kind of problem, right? We have all of these like giant scary cats, and they're killing all of our sheep. And we need someone to get rid of one of the cats. If you get rid of one of the cats, then I'll take you to the castle. Totally.
So, just so I'm clear,
Mhm.
you are a grown man with a big knife,
Mhm.
and you're recruiting 14-year-old girl and a tiny talking dog and a robot.
Yes, absolutely. You are the perfect girl for the job.
I don't think that's true. How big is the giant scary cat? Is
Well, the
it like
giant.
is it like Boston size? Is it the size of Boston?
No, it's bigger than Boston.
Is it the size of
It's
like twice the size of Boston?
okay. So it's the size of cat that eats a sheep. That's the size of cat it is.
And here, obviously, you have very small sheep that are about like this size, right?
Not so much. No, more like 2 feet tall, 3, 4 feet wide.
So the scary cats are the size of me,
Yes.
and you have not stabbed one with your big knife because...
Well, they won't come anywhere near me.
Right, that sounds horrible.
Right. Well, they're afraid of me, so I can't get close enough to one to kill it.
Why don't you
Great.
walk around the sheep? Tie them all to yourself. I think it's a real shame that we can't
That
help you
sounds
with
like
your
a
sheep.
great plan. Why don't you guys do that?
Well, we need you.
Yeah, we'll
They're
tie
tied
them
to
to
you.
you then.
I don't think I like that plan.
Ooh, Molly, I have a better plan. Why don't we retrace our steps, go back to the giant armored person, apologize for hitting one of them, go to the queen through that direct route, which has nothing to do with giant scary cats. Eat dinner, and see what happens.
Won't the direct route take us through the unicorns?
But then we'll have the shining
With the
armor
escort.
guys to distract the vicious unicorns
Right?
while we run quickly.
I
What
mean,
do you
I'm
think, Tessa?
kind of shiny. I should probably make that happen. I've never tried it. I don't know how much I can guarantee that they're going to be distracted by shiny.
Um, I, um, I think Molly's a little lost. And I think she's gonna let the dice decide again.
Okay.
Whether she's gonna try to head back.
Mm-hmm.
I think even she heads back, and odds she takes her chances with the scary cat things. Ton of fun.
Yay!
That's really well.
Awesome. I mean, you could have said we just go back to the castle. You're the one that said let's let the dice decide.
I know. Let's let the dice decide. This is next time. You guys be like, Sarah, don't let the dice decide. Remember? All right. Well,
It'll be
okay, but
fine. You guys
if we
will
take
be
care
awesome.
of this, if
Mhm.
we take care of this cat catastrophe for you, you'll take us to the castle.
Yes, you have my word.
Okay. Or I'm gonna let Tessa punch you, and she's made of metal, so it will hurt.
That sounds like it'll hurt.
I can
know.
retreat.
Yes. All right. So let's go.
So Tessa and Boston, are you going to try to help or get in trouble?
If I get in trouble,
And you have to get in trouble because you
I
don't
have to
have
get in
any
trouble.
drama points left.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Well, if you roll good, you don't actually get her in trouble.
Okay.
that's true. You just get drama points. So
Mhm.
roll high. Molly,
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan of big scary cats.
Right.
Do you remember when you described how boys treat you?
Yeah.
That's similar to my experience with cats.
Okay. But maybe it's the same in that the boys actually like me, and maybe the cats actually like you, and you're just not giving them a chance. That's what my mom used to say.
I'm smaller than a sheep.
Right.
Which
is why they wouldn't want to bother to eat you, because you're not even a full meal. Right? Maybe they want to share their food with you. They don't know you don't like sheep to eat.
That's true. I don't like raw meat.
Right. But maybe if they brought you some, we could cook it in the village.
But okay, that
Yeah.
sounds interesting to me.
Yeah. Have you not had cooked meat? It's so good. I love it.
I have had cooked meat.
Yeah,
just
good.
not anything that was cooked for me.
Oh, well, obviously we would be cooking it for you. I mean,
We will share. I'm
That's
confused. Are we cooking sheep that were killed by giant scary cats?
right. Here's the thing. I have this idea, and I think it's gonna work. And you are such a huge, important part of it, Boston. You're gonna be the hero.
I'm the decoy, aren't I?
No, you're not the decoy. You are the hero of this whole thing. And you know what heroes get at the end? A big feast.
This sounds interesting to me.
Yes. People cook heroes giant feasts.
What do I need to do?
You're so small that a giant feast could feed you for like the rest of your life.
It could, but I doubt it will.
Okay, so remember, it might. Remember when I was kicking the soccer ball? I was telling you guys about soccer.
Yes.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick the soccer ball out in the middle by the sheep, and I want you to take off after it as fast as you can, make a bunch of noise, and try to get that ball and bring it back to me. And that's your whole job.
That's the
But I'm gonna
whole
kick
job.
I'm going to kick it so hard that it might take you a while to get to it.
But I'm not a decoy.
No,
I'm the hero.
you're the hero.
This plan is interesting. I will give it a shot.
Okay.
Amanda, roll your dice for me, please.
I will spend a drama point to help the heroine.
Awesome.
8.
You got an 8. So you totally get her in trouble.
Oh,
And you have 3 trauma points now.
oh no.
So that
Go
means
kill Boston.
that means because of the helping you had +2, but because of the getting in trouble you had -2. So Sarah, you are rolling at +0.
Great. Okay, so the other part.
Tell me how you're going to handle this cat challenge. If you're going to definitely be successful, or definitely be brave, or take another chance. Also, I should keep in mind. I should warn you. You can't use the same move 3 chapters in a row. So if you take a chance this time, next scene you would have to do be brave or be successful. You would not be able to take a chance.
I'm gonna be brave because
Awesome.
it's clearly what's happening here. She's not based in any kind of logic. So the plan is to have Boston be the decoy. I'm gonna kick the soccer ball out there. He's gonna run after it. And then when the cat is chasing him, I'm going to. The plan was to have Tessa, because Tessa can't get hurt. She's metal. Have her kill the cat with her big metal hands. Man hands. That's you. Yes. Yep. Yep. But hopefully that happens and nobody eats Boston. That's my plan. Does everybody know the plan? Boston, are you ready to be a hero?
Yes. I'm ready to not be a decoy and yet be a hero for the feast. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Tessa, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Whoa, no! So many snake eyes.
Well, you are super, super duper brave.
I am so brave.
But you do not. You don't kill the cat, and you don't even capture the cat.
No.
It actually turns out I remember a way out of this.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Fantastic.
Because I happen to have exactly 2 drama points
Yeah, you do.
from getting in trouble earlier.
Oh. Yeah, I think I
So,
kicked that ball and Boston caught it like right in front of me.
yeah,
Oh.
I think that works. How does that sound, narrator?
Absolutely. You can describe an escape route, a tool, or hidden ally that allows the group to avoid part of the consequences.
Oh, good.
A hidden ally.
I have a feeling I killed the wrong thing, so.
Oh, well.
That's a sheep. Pasta, that's a sheep.
Well,
Some
I
help.
we took it.
For some reason, I imagined a ninja sheep. All right, that reaction tells me that I'm on the right track.
Ninja sheep.
It turns out that one of the sheep is from the secret order of the White Ninja.
I have no choice.
Sent
Is it a talking
from,
sheep?
from the Lotus Clan. Yes, of course. I mean, how else could it be a ninja?
But it's taken a vow of silence.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I see what you did.
Tough.
This is clever.
Don't fear ninjas.
It's like
So,
it's a
so
lot
the
like Snake
so
Eyes.
the ninja sheep like ninjas itself in between the big cat and Boston and Molly, and it's kind of like trying to keep the cat busy, and it's like doing this with its head, like trying to motion for you guys to go that way. Ah, ah.
This sheep might be trying to tell us something.
Okay. Maybe we should we go the way that is indicated, guys?
Yes, heroically.
Heroically. Dash off. Do you still have the ball? That was your job. Your only job. Okay, great. Dash
We
off.
had one job.
One job on
Alright.
this game.
So, if we were not playing a short game, I would take us through the village, but I don't want to take terribly longer than 10 o'clock at night, and it's already 9:45. So, bam! You are in the castle. That's how that works.
Castle was much closer than I thought it
It
would
was.
be.
We actually ran into it.
Yeah, you did.
Later on
Yeah.
YouTube, if you check out, you'll find the extended cut of this game where we actually went to the village.
And you had the hero's feast.
Yeah, we
and
did.
had
There was
it
a
was
lot of-
great.
Lots of lamb.
We had the sheep that Tessa killed, thinking that it was the cat.
And
But
it was delicious.
so we cooked it, and it was so tasty.
Mhm.
And then we went on to the castle.
Mhm. So you find yourself in the courtyard of the castle. It
Great.
is a stone, like a gray stone castle. Not like super like an actual castle, not like a Disney castle, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, and
No.
there's like peasants in the courtyard. I'm sorry.
Go on.
So there's like peasants in the courtyard doing their thing, carrying stuff around, whatever. And then there's guards, but nobody's wearing the armor that you saw on the guards from the cottage. Totally fine. And like a page person is like, "Oh, you're here to see the queen, right? She sent for you, right?
Yes,
Molly?
I am.
Come
Yes.
inside.
Why does everybody know my name here?
Well, the queen is expecting you, obviously.
For dinner.
Yes,
Mm,
for dinner.
that's not creepy. Great. Let's go.
It is not that you might think that it might be a clever wordplay where she's going to have you for dinner, but that's not at all it, because that's cannibalism and really gross.
Thank you,
Oh,
Boston.
the queen would never do that.
See?
Great.
So the
Okay.
page shows you into the castle. And there's a lovely dining room with
We're a
a
little messy.
long table. You're a little messy.
I mean, it doesn't bother the queen that we've been like. There were
Well,
ninja sheep involved. I
true.
mean, that's
killed
gonna
the
get you messy.
And Tessa's got sheep blood on her metal hands.
And Boston still will not get rid of that ball, which has it covered in mess.
Yeah.
Now, just dog
well,
drool everywhere. Just
Well, did you want to freshen up?
feel like maybe we should. Can we clean up? And
Okay.
I don't remember the last time that Boston went to the bathroom. Let's be real.
Oh, back there on the tree, I was just marking territory, though.
Right. All right. Well,
I'm sorry?
I need a buffer.
I could use a trim.
is this the scene from The Wizard of Oz?
Yes, it is. It's exactly what came into my head.
Somebody gonna curl my hair and put me in a pretty dress and put bows on Boston.
Oh my God, yes!
Is there a horse of a different color here right now?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yep, that's happening.
Boston now has pink curly bows
Yay!
on him, especially one like on his little tail that wags back and forth. Mhm.
I'm very proud of these bows. I picked them out.
And Tessa, like you're super shiny and beautiful and sparkly, right?
Oh, girl.
And there might have been like
I think she's bedazzled.
That is correct. I am actually covered in rhinestones.
Oh,
Yeah, you
awesome. Hmm. And like, did they like break out into song when they were like fancifying you guys up? That was
Yes.
weird.
Don't they always? I mean,
Weirdly awesome.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah. So Molly, describe for me this fancy dress you're wearing now. What do you look like?
I think it's probably sparkly. I think it's probably like the dress that she would have worn to the dance, like her first dance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of fancy. It's age appropriate because she wouldn't have wanted her dad to be upset. But like I think that it's probably like the fanciest, like the prettiest thing that she's ever put on. So it's and I'm seeing blue. Pink blue. She's not a
Awesome.
pink girl.
Mm-mm. No. So once you guys are all like bedazzled, right?
With the
So-
bows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boston, you look so handsome.
Boston, you smell food. Like
Thank you.
really
Thank you,
delicious
Molly.
smelling food.
I agree that I do look ravishing, but I want to tell you that obviously the queen is not evil because she's put you in such a very nice dress. You look very nice.
Oh, thank you. I think she probably blushes a little. I think nobody ever tells her that she looks pretty, even though it's a dog.
Even talking dogs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate the human form, even though it doesn't interest me really much. That much. Some. You look pretty.
Let's move on. What
So there's a page there that's all like, well, when you're ready, I can take you to see the queen.
Great. I'm gonna ask the page. Is there anything specific that we need to know about the queen for when we are in her presence?
Specific like.
Well, I clearly have never been in the presence of royalty. I don't know if there's anything I should do. Like, do I need to curtsy? Do I need to protect myself?
Why would you need to protect yourself from the queen? She's a wonderful woman.
Seen the queen. I've never seen any queen. I'm just wondering, trying to cover my bases.
Where do you come from?
We don't have a queen. We have a president.
What's a president?
Well, we elect them every 4 years, and they run the country.
Wouldn't you have a great deal of them after some time?
Well, yes, but when they're not president anymore, they don't run the country anymore.
All right. Well, let's go see the queen. I don't like this president idea. That sounds
Okay.
wrong.
Well, sure. You sound wrong. I'm gonna follow the page.
Mm-hmm. The page brings you to the throne room. It's a
Oh.
super posh room and marble floors and beautiful tapestries.
Oh.
and a big, like, wooden throne. It's not the Game of Thrones throne.
That's good.
I feel like I should call that out. And there's a beautiful, tall woman sitting on the throne who looks like Tilda Swinton because every game I play has to have Tilda Swinton in it.
Sure.
See how beautiful and slightly androgynous she is?
Oh. Yes. Well, I think Molly's lost. Like, she doesn't know what to do. So, I'm gonna awkwardly try to curtsy bow.
As soon as the queen sees you, she stands up and she said, "Oh, Molly, I'm so glad you're here." She walks down like a couple of steps and comes over, and she looks like she wants to give you a hug.
Okay, I'm a hugger. I need a hug from the ladies, from mom-type ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna hug her.
She gives you like the best hug ever. Like, not too tight, not too soft.
Aw, yay.
Oh, Molly, I missed you so much.
You missed me? I've never met you before. Now.
Of course you have, silly.
When? What?
Are you feeling all right? Do you not remember me?
No.
She like puts a hand on your forehead, like.
Oh, like the check, the mom
yeah,
check.
Yeah, yeah. Are you feeling okay? Did you get hit in the head?
No. But why just humor me? Let's just pretend. When was the last time I saw you?
Oh, well, it was maybe a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
You went out to visit that friend of yours in the forest. Oh, that sparkly one there.
Tessa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tessa, who I met yesterday? This morning.
No, you've known Tessa forever.
That's not true. You know,
she's like still awkwardly hugging you, like she's not letting you go.
Right.
Yes.
I
was afraid that you'd left me. That you weren't coming back.
That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? You know, I'm so hungry, and so is Boston. Boston is starving.
I'm in complete agreement.
Look at him. He's wasting away to practically nothing. Maybe we should eat.
Oh, all right. Let's go eat some food.
And Tessa has been talking about needing some WD-40 to drink for like all day.
Well, I'm certain we have something around. She like waves a page over or whatever, and go take care of that.
Guys, I think she's.
I had your back there about the dinner, and I even told her I was skin and bones when obviously I'm not ugly.
Ruggedly handsome.
Thank you.
Obviously.
I'm just shiny.
And you're so shiny. Here's the thing. I've never met her before. She thinks I live here, and that's I need to.
It's possible that she could be right.
Pardon?
It's possible she could be correct, and you could be the crazy one.
Great. Okay.
Okay, but if she had known me forever, then I would remember when I don't.
Mm-hmm. I met her this morning.
And I'm a robot, so my memories really don't stay.
Right?
That's a point.
Hey, excuse me, Your Majesty.
After dinner?
Yes, dear.
Remind me how long I've had Boston as my pet.
Who's? Oh, Boston is this dog here?
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never seen this dog before.
but when did I meet Tessa?
Oh, I don't know. Years ago.
Mm-hmm. How old am I?
Well, you're 14.
How old are you?
Don't you remember?
Again, I'm just playing this game, you know.
Oh, you and your silly games.
I have such silly games. Tell me how old you are again. Just for the game, you know.
Why does it matter?
Um, because I'm writing a story about you.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah. I pull out the book I have. That I've been carrying with me.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna put it in here. But I want to make sure that I get everything right, and you know, sometimes my memory gets a little crazy.
Well, you did forget to come home for almost a month.
I did. I'm so forgetful.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, when I left, what was I going to do?
Well, you were going to see your friend.
Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I went alone.
Well, no, you had your young man friend with you.
My young man friend?
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
What's his name? Eric? Which is the same name as the guy who wanted you to ask out the friend, of course.
Right. Right.
Is he not with you?
No, he's not with me currently.
Are you all right? Like she looks at you for the first time like, are you all right?
I'm fine. Maybe I should go lay down. I'm feeling, you know, not
No,
myself.
I think maybe we should go eat some dinner and then you can lay down. I think maybe some food would do you some good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to follow her into wherever there is food. I'm sure
Yay,
Boston is
dining
already
hall.
there.
Yeah, Boston is like, yeah. Large dining hall with a fireplace and a super long table, and it is covered in food.
In my head,
All the
Boston's
kinds
like
of food.
inside the turkey already.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just use
pretty
little
much.
tail wagon. And it's just
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that there is a musical number on the table with Boston
Mm-hmm.
talking about the different foods.
Mhm.
And
Of course there is.
He's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Singing
I think
Boston Terry.
this castle just brings out the musical in everyone.
It does.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner music.
And the queen like motions for you to sit down, and she kind of looks at Boston like, why is this dog on my table? But okay.
Well played, Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So, is anything weird about the food? If I eat it, is it gonna be like, does it smell off? Like,
No, it smells delicious. And
well,
it looks like totally normal food. It looks like a chicken, and it looks like sandwiches, and it looks like pastries, and
all right. I'm gonna eat.
it's delicious.
Good food.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay.
And after a little while, you kind of start to feel a little sleepy because you ate so much food.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your Majesty, I'm so tired from walking back, and I was wondering if I could lay down and maybe take my companions. I think Boston might already be asleep. Poor little guy's all tuckered out, so I'll just carry him. And you know, Tessa, doesn't sleep because she's a robot. So maybe she could just come with me. Just because she looks so pretty.
I'm like a nightlight.
She is. She's like a disco ball.
Oh goodness.
Firelight.
All right, sweetheart. If you want to lay down, that's fine.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I laying down?
You don't remember where your room is?
I'm so overwrought. I just can't remember how to get it.
Well, all right. I'll show you.
Great.
And she walks you down the hallway to your bedroom, which is
anything
nice.
in it look familiar?
It's a castle bedroom.
Great.
No, it's not your real life bedroom.
Cool.
Well, I hope that you feel better.
Thanks. I'm just gonna lay down. Just gonna close the door so it can be quiet. Just gonna lay down.
Okay. You hear the door lock.
Locked in. I bet there's a window.
Of course, there's a window.
Can I go out the window?
Well, the window is maybe 3rd or 4th story. I mean,
Great.
like Tessa would probably be fine.
Just toss her out.
I mean, if she breaks, right, she can just fix herself.
She'll be fine. Is there like tapestry in the room or rope or bed sheets I could tie together?
There is all of the, well, probably not rope, but yes, tapestries and bed sheets, absolutely.
Great. Okay, guys. Boston, wake up, buddy. Come on, wake up.
Where's my ham pillow?
Ham pillow?
Well,
He fell asleep on the ham.
Great. It's outside of the castle, and the queen has locked us in because
we have to get out.
So we have to get out. So I'm going to tie these together. I'm going to ask Tessa to do it because she's the machine, and I trust her knots more than I trust mine. Tie some stuff together so that we can get down out of the window.
Okay.
And Boston, you keep watch because you have those wonderful ears. Go listen by the door and make sure no one's coming. But you have to stay awake. No naps.
Maybe we should take a look outside the window first and down at the bottom to see if there's anyone patrolling the ground.
Yeah, there's totally someone on the grounds looking up at the window right at you.
Who is it?
It's Robert.
That guy.
He's a jerk.
Who's Robert?
Robert's the huntsman guy.
The huntsman guy? Who was too chicken to kill the cat?
He's not nice.
He has a big knife.
I bet there's like a chamber pot in this room.
Yeah, there is.
I want to drop it on his head.
Okay. You drop it on his head.
Yeah, I do.
And he just falls over.
And to add insult to injury, I think maybe Boston used it before. You have to have the window.
He did eat a lot.
Obviously, yeah.
He ate a ton.
Yeah. It was all that mead that he drank at the table. Yeah.
Not.
I was
Boston
marking it with.
Are you drunk, Boston?
I think Boston it might be a little bit drunk.
Listen. I mean it when I tell you that I've fallen in love with you, Molly, because you're so nice.
No. You're a dog.
It's platonic love, don't worry.
Okay.
Just a friend.
I don't really understand what's happening.
Friend love. Okay, so we took care of Robert. He's
Mhm.
covered in Boston excrement. Um, and Tessa, did you tie everything together? Can we climb down?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I'm gonna go last, just in case it breaks.
Good idea. And I'll get out of the way. I'm gonna go first, and I guess I'm going to. Can I rig up some sort of sling thing for
Sure.
Boston? Like a little baby carrier?
Absolutely.
Like a
Well,
little
Like a pillowcase or something.
Like something, put them, like strap them to the front, like these little paws sticking out.
I'm not sure why there's laughing. It doesn't bother me in the
like
least.
baby carrier.
I think it makes only sense that I should be carried at this point.
Yes, you're.
It's
Obviously.
not like I can run down the wall.
No, you
couldn't
probably
run
were
in a
going to
straight
try.
line.
You
Yeah.
smacked right into the wall a few times. Okay, so I'm going to crawl down.
Mhm.
And
You
then
crawl down.
when I get to the bottom, I'm going to get out of the way and tell Tessa she can go.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't fall down and
Mhm.
break her
I'm
bedazzlement.
coming.
So Molly, you get to the bottom, and then Tessa comes down. Nobody breaks anything or anything like that.
Yay! Okay.
Yay! What do you do now? Where are you going?
Okay, Tessa. We need to get out of the castle, and we need to try to get back out so that we're back. I need to go home now.
Okay, we're gonna have to choose between unicorns and giants. Because one way has unicorns that are metal and deadly to you, and the other has a giant.
Right.
Are you gonna let the giant decide?
Should I let the dice decide? Let's let the dice decide. Because that's what's been going on. Okay, so even we head back toward the giants. Odds is a unicorn. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the unicorn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean they can't be as bad as. I mean Robert.
Mm-mm.
He's
He was a
he's
jerk.
afraid of everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're probably not so bad, right, Boston? Are you
I'm
sleeping,
okay.
Boston?
What?
Are you asleep, Boston?
Little asleep.
You started to have dreams and started to kick you.
I thought there was a ham out here, and I haven't found it.
You know
Back
where there's a ham? On the other side of the unicorn. We should go get it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I think since we know that the unicorns will not hurt Tessa, that you should just ride on her shoulders. And I'm very quick and spry, and I've recently eaten and used the bathroom, so I should be able to run out of the way.
Great. Is that okay, Tessa?
That's fine. We can do that.
I think your bedazzlement's a little scratchy. But,
I mean, that's better than dying.
I mean, you look
Yeah.
like it's like riding on Lady Gaga's shoulders. I don't know what's going on up there. Great. Let's do it. Excited to be
All right.
All right, here we go.
So you managed to slip out of the courtyard, which is weird, right? Because it seemed like the queen really didn't want you to leave, and you are just walking out the front door.
Mm,
It's fine.
I'm sure there will be no lasting repercussions.
No,
Let's just
whatsoever.
take it and run with it.
Yeah.
The Queen's forgetful. I've heard rumors.
Everything's
Sure.
coming up, Molly. Let's just go.
Mhm. So you go out of the other entrance of the castle from the one that you came in,
Right.
and you find yourself. It's like right up. There's a wall, and then there's like a little gate thing, and then there's a forest, and the forest is like super ominous, and the trees all look like maybe they're dead, but it's like a super thick forest, so there's not really a whole lot of light going on, and you don't hear any like birds or anything. It's just like dead silent.
Right.
It's fine. Yeah.
So, Tessa, you're sure this is the right way?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with Tessa because the unicorns have killed all of the small animals here. That's why it's so quiet.
Truth.
All the death.
But I'm
Sure.
also not hearing any unicorns. So maybe they're all like moved
Asleep?
on. Maybe they moved somewhere. If there's no food for them here, maybe they moved on.
Mm-hmm.
They're very stealthy. You'd be surprised how little noise a metal unicorn can make.
They like ninja.
Did you say metal unicorn?
Is it a metal unicorn? Jesus. Oh my god.
It
not
is
metal.
now.
Do they have laser beams for eyes? This is okay. Well,
Well,
I
you-
mean, how fast can you go, Tessa?
I'm pretty quick. Maybe we should scoop up the dog as well.
Yeah, hand him up to me and I'll put him back in his baby carrier.
There you go.
All right, so we'll situate
Hold
him
on.
right there.
Mhm.
Hold on tight.
All right, so you are riding on top Tessa, the bedazzled robot.
Yes, I
And,
am.
yeah, and so
You
you're
look
you're
fabulous.
just booking it through that forest, right?
Go, go, go.
And you keep seeing like flashes of white, like, oh my God, was that a unicorn?
Don't look. Don't get distracted. Just look forward.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So you're running and you're running,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to the bridge with the little dude.
We're back at the bridge?
Mm-hmm. You get back to the bridge.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
It was so easy.
Shush. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
No.
What do you mean? It was easy.
Shush! Boston!
All of that stress and worry, and all we
Let me
had to
cover
do
his
was
mouth.
run fast.
There's okay, so I have to go across that bridge to get home to my
Mhm.
dad. So
Yep.
thank you very much. Are you guys gonna come with me across the bridge?
Well, yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm
The
going.
the moment you set one foot onto that bridge, you see the queen on the other side.
Well,
So close.
Man, who was it that was saying it was easy?
This you turd.
I'm glaring at you through my robot eyes.
Robot glares at the worst. Good,
You're
get ya.
soulless.
Your
Aw.
Majesty, I'm going to go across the bridge.
Why did you leave, Molly? Why did you
did
leave
not
me?
leave. I was looking for you. You left the palace. Clearly,
Molly,
how could you have gotten to the bridge before us?
please don't
If
lie to me,
we left
Molly.
first.
I know that you were not looking for me.
Why would you say that?
She gives you that mom look, right? It's like, really? You're trying to lie to me? Really?
I was just thinking that it would be a shame for my father to not be here for all of it.
Well, your father is at the castle.
That's false information. It's not true. He's across the bridge.
No, he's at the castle.
No, he's across the bridge. She's going to teenager dig in her heels now.
Yeah.
And she's going to get sulky and refuse to talk to the queen. Cross her arms.
Molly, I told you. I told you I would never leave you. So let's just go back home.
She's gonna step aside and gesture like she's
Mhm.
gonna go with her, like, come on, then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like this is a challenge, and I kind of want to see the dice. But before I see your dice, I want to see the other people's dice.
Oh,
maybe.
Yes, please. I think you should help me.
Boston's gonna get you in trouble because Boston has no more drama points.
Damn it, Boston.
Sorry.
That's all right. You're still strapped to me. I might just throw you at the queen's face.
I'm okay with that.
I know, baby. I know. You're very loyal. Right, so what's your dices?
Oh well, I guess I won't get in trouble. Awesome.
Tessa, are you helping or getting in trouble? I'm sorry.
I have to get in trouble.
I think, don't I have to get in trouble too?
No, you have 3 drama points, Tessa.
Well, then I'm going to use them to... I'm going to help.
Okay. You do that thing.
Oh, can you clear your dice before you roll? Though I thought
Well, she doesn't have to roll dice to help.
that's right. So that's the same thing I
clear
said,
them.
but with different
Don't do
words.
With different words.
I'm going to get in trouble because I am scared of the queen. So
That's
I
fair.
cannot be
Are you
in
gonna
this
pee
aisle.
on me?
I mean, you probably kind of have this love-hate relationship with the queen, right? She's kind of scary, but she has super awesome food.
It is very trying for me. It's
The ham pillow.
ham pillow.
And all of the mead that you could possibly drink. Oh,
I've
no.
caused you trouble.
Ooh.
So much trouble.
So
But
you're rolling
Molly-
at 0 because Tessa
the
helped you.
good news, Molly, is that I get 3 drama points.
And that's great. To help later. Okay. I'm gonna take a chance. Take a chance.
All right, you take a chance. Nice. 8. Yeah, because take a chance. I think you have to roll 7 or above. I want to say. I didn't have to look last time because you rolled like a 10 last time. Take a chance. Yes. You describe yourself succeeding heroically.
Heroically, you guys. Here's
Yeah,
what
means
happens.
There's trumpets blaring.
There
I
it is, there's
gesture
trumpets.
sullenly to the side, and the queen thinks she's won. And she walks up, and she goes to put her arm around me, and I turn Boston, who is needs to go to the bathroom, and he pees on her, and she is so taken aback that she gets off balance, and then I shove her over the bridge, and she falls into the water.
Yeah, she does.
There she does, with a mighty splash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you cross over that bridge
I do.
and you keep walking. And the forest kind of starts to look familiar to you.
Is
Yeah.
Tessa still with me?
I don't know. Is Tessa still with you?
I think so.
Did you come with me, Lady Gaga?
I did. I ain't got nothing back there. What you got over here? You're the most I have.
All right. Well, in the very first instance ever, I, as the narrator, am tied for fewest drama points with Amanda, right? So the person who describes the ending is the person with the fewest drama points. If there's a tie, the heroine gets to decide who narrates the conclusion, keeping in mind that if a companion narrates the conclusion, you see reflections of the otherworldly companions in your regular life, but they're not actually there. Whereas if I, the narrator, narrate the conclusion, some characters or magic can travel back with you.
Ooh. I think Molly needs some magic.
I think so too.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the narrator do it.
Yeah. All right. So you cross that bridge, and the queen is like flailing wildly in the water and stuff, right?
She is.
Which I feel bad about because like she's Tilda Swinton, she shouldn't flail, right?
She should be much more stately.
Exactly.
She flailed androgynously.
Androgynous flailing all around.
Yeah. So you are walking through the forest and you're getting close to the park, and okay, all of a sudden you're in the park. And how did that happen? Huh? That's weird. But Boston's still here, and Tessa's here.
He's still strapped to me?
Yeah.
Where was I going to go?
Oh no.
It's truth.
Talking dog. Weirder things have happened.
Kind of an everyday thing for me.
That's true. But am I back home? Can I tell if time has passed?
Yes. It's a little bit darker. Maybe a couple hours, unless it's a couple hours plus a day.
Let's find out.
You go back home?
Yes.
Okay. Your dad is sitting at the couch watching TV, right? Like he does a lot lately,
Sure.
you know. Oh, Molly, where you been?
I was at the park.
That whole time?
Yeah, I found a stray dog, and he seemed kind of lost, and I think we should keep him. I'm going to put Boston next to my dad.
And he kind of looks like he's gonna say no, and then he like puts his hand on Boston's head, and he kind of just gives him a little pet. Well, maybe we can keep him for a little while.
I think that's a good idea. I also found something else.
What else did you find?
I'm just gonna look back over my shoulder at Tessa.
Tessa, the bedazzled robot. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I want to see Molly in one last little tiny epilogue scene at the dance.
Go to the dance in my pretty dress.
In your pretty dress.
Okay.
So I would like you to, what does it say? I would like to see you overcome a conflict in your regular life successfully and heroically.
Heroically. I think that she would want to be the bigger person. That's what her mom would have wanted. So she asked Stacy to go to the dance with Eric. And then she showed up stag, looking fabulous. Because I'm sure Tessa helped bedazzle her.
Obviously.
And I think she's gonna walk in and even though she looks far better than Stacy, she's gonna walk up and she's gonna say, I think she's gonna walk up and say, "I hope you have a wonderful time, and it's so good to see you." And I think she's gonna have a nice evening, and it's gonna end early with her talking to her talking dog and the dazzled robot with a giant pizza.
I love that. That is awesome.
And a can of oil for the robot.
And a can of oil for the robot.
Yes!
Yay! All right. That's sort of Heroine. I should have tried to fit another scene in there, but it's like usually like a 3-hour game rather than a 2 or 4-hour game. So, did you guys have fun? What did you think?
Yes, I like it. It was a weird, like, are we doing this right feeling for a bit?
I kind of felt that way the whole time, but that's just me.
I I think it got a lot heavier than I was expecting it to.
In every single session of Heroine that I've run, it gets heavy at the end. Like, no matter what you do.
Wait, you started with a girl whose mother recently died and has become withdrawn and stopped participating in her hobbies, and you did not expect it to become heavy?
I mean, I guess I knew it was going to be heavy.
Your own fault.
I know. I did this. I'm why we can't have nice things. I think it's just.
Went to Children of Men and thought it was a comedy?
Was it?
There was a talking dog involved, so there was
talking dog.
I had brilliant fun playing with the three of you. It was very fun.
Yeah, I think as a system, it's a little, it's looser, and so it does sort of tend to feel like I'm not doing this right, which is why a couple times I was like, let's go to the dice. let's let that decide what we're doing, because it
and that never failed us. That always worked out well.
I would argue that it always failed us.
Making it more entertaining.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Yeah.
All right. Anybody want to say anything else before I end the broadcast?
One thing, Sarah and Amanda, why don't you talk about your show? Because I think that a lot of people will be interested.
Oh. Amanda, you go first.
Well, it's a show called Gamer Chick, written by Sarah.
Yeah.
And I'm in it, and I play Nina, who is the lead character, Dia's ex-girlfriend. She likes to be shiny, just like Tessa, actually.
Yeah, she likes bedazzlement.
And I mean, it's about a bunch of friends and gaming, and I think Sarah is better at describing the show than I am. She wrote it, so it makes sense.
No, I think that is really succinct. It's half in real life and half in the world of a high fantasy RPG inside their heads. And it's grand fun. And we hit people a lot and make them fall down. One person in particular. He's a good sport about it. Mostly. Yeah, and so we're in the middle of releasing our second season right now, and we actually have several seasons in the can after that, so we'll be able to release more things soon. But you can find us on our YouTube channel, which is Gamer Chick Show, and you can find us on the Facebooks and the Twitter. Those are the official terms.
On the tweet.
We will put links in the description.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. So
all right. Yay. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Mwah.